A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Howie Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me before the game they believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Might as well give it to him again. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama. Doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Keelan Russell. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. He's at the 10, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to the big tight end. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold them here on third down. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Russell. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown tie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Right down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
On first down, Nate Frazier makes it past the marker. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect
There's some room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Runs through the tackle. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
To the air. It's Stockton. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. And now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Motion from the back. They'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Touchdown, Georgia. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship. From
the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first. Look Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Bama! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Georgia sends out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to the well. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys. And
oh, it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got him first down at the 42.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. Zings it complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I like the play call, I like being aggressive on offense. 2nd and inches, you still got a 3rd down coming, but the defense, great job being ready for the pass. Wasn't fooled, got the sack, now set up a better 3rd down situation for him.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Dogs! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Keelan Russell. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Wants to throw. It's Russell. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down. Already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Escapes the pressure going right. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Russell. He's got the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Again, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Now here's Russell. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He's not afraid to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Wants to throw it again. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Frazier. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Fires downfield. Tight end getting vertical. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He's got an open man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldog!
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Coming out with it, it's Rodgers. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Lets it fly. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 21 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Volunteers with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
Here's a little room there. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. It's complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give to Frazier. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9. Trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Russell. Stepping to the right. He makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just split it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Bulldog! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Throwing Russell. Sends it downfield. Makes the catch on the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like Which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Again, it's Russell. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That one will give them the lead.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Stockton. Right on the money. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Frazier again. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They're dealing with a second and long. Keelan Russell throws to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. To throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run. It's not just eat clock. It is be aggressive.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touchdown, Bulldog! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One final play before the end of the quarter. Russell. Pressure coming. And they got him. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Russell. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Wide open, he makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. To the air on first down. Caught. At the 35, he's loose. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He's got his man. Makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Throwing Russell. Oh, they're after him. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that is a bad breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got enough for the first. Turns it on in midfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The option, the keeper. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tide ready to roll on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback
snags it, there's running room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Keelan Russell makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Alabama quickly back to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Russell on play action. Finds his big tight end. Hard-hitting tackle. Here comes the offense on second down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Georgia. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Russell fires quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Back to throw, it's Russell. Finds his tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They go play action with Russell. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Russell. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Keelan Russell. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.